Welcome to the Paul Monahan Gymnasium for the night's basketball contest between the JCHS High School Cardinals and the visiting Bengals of Diman High School. This is Tyler on Swansea Cable Access Channel 9. Pleased to bring you another season of Case High School basketball. Joining me in the broadcast booth this year is a new voice of Swansea Cable Access. I would like to introduce Brady Kudo.
Thank you very much, Tyler. Thank you for the opportunity. I am so excited to be here broadcasting the Cardinals basketball, and I'm ready for a fun season.
And I was here. I can say Brady was very excited for the game. He has a whole stat sheet of miscellaneous information. He is ready to go. He was interviewing coaches. He was interviewing parents. I mean, he is very well prepared for this. Another season of Case High School basketball is underway, but the opening tip-off is going to be controlled by Case. That is number 33, Riley Fitzgerald. Underway we go here for another season of broadcasting Case basketball. Ball is being quickly passed around. Fitzgerald passed it in the corner, lost the handle, got it back, and that's going to be a backcourt violation as that is off of her. That will be called. The Bengals will take over after the turnover. Number 2 for the Bengals, Hannah Perez, a senior captain for Diamond, going to try to get this in. She's going to be well guarded by number 10, Jamie Moniz, a freshman for Case. That's a quick pass inside for the Bengals. That was number 20, Selena Mendes. Number 5, Avery Rounds, a freshman starter for the Bengals. Inside looking for Perez, tipped around, controlled again by the Bengals. Now a quick pass inside again, and that ball was swatted. That was good defense there for Case. There was number 32, Brooke Orton there. And she's going to get that pass from Betancourt to the hole. She goes, no good, and the ball is going to be tipped around again, rebounded by the Bengals. An aggressive game so far for both teams coming out of here. Number 10, Emma Medeiros with the ball. Quick pass to Mendes inside, and nothing called on that. Quickly getting the ball down the other end into the hole, and no good. And still nobody scored in this game, a whole minute in, and Diamond now coming the other way. Into the hole she goes, and a foul. That was number 10, Emma Medeiros. Going to get 2 free throws out of that, and the foul is going to go on Riley Fitzgerald, her first. Medeiros to the line for 2 free throws. That's good. Brady, do you play basketball?
I do play basketball, and I've loved basketball. I love the game. There's another reason why I'm really excited to be doing this.
And the second free throw is good. The reason I ask you is, I mean, I didn't play basketball. I haven't played basketball in many years. But I will say, people are like, well, why don't you just make every free throw? You know, as a basketball player, it's a lot harder to make that free throw than you realize.
It is hard. And sometimes you don't realize, like, you're that wide open, right? So not necessarily when all the pressure's on you, but it's really hard to stay concentrated, have your feet not go over that line.
Right. If you get that's a violation if your feet go over the line.
Yeah.
And a lot of pressure really, Andy, to make that basket.
Right.
And Emma Medeiros there made one of those 2 free throws to at least get Diamond on the board here. Quick pass out to Rounds, open 3-pointer, and off the rim and no good, and tipped around again. That's going to be controlled by Medeiros, but actually she was out of bounds, so Case will take over now in the far quarter. Now coming the other way is Victoria Betancourt, number 2, will take it over. Victoria is a sophomore. Quick pass to the corner. That's Orton. Up she goes, and in it goes. Brooke Orton, freshman for the Cardinals. We got a good look. Now, Brady, you're in 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
So you a lot of these younger players, especially on the JV team, you know either from seeing in school last year or from being around. So you probably have some household connections.
Yes, I am personal friends with a few of the players, not just some of the starters, but on the bench and
on the JV team as well, right?
JV team, yes, and they're really talented, and I guess a young team.
It is. We have
with great leadership. 5 freshmen.
5 freshmen on the team, right? Fitzgerald for 3, no good. That'll be controlled by Amber Arruda, who you pointed out before to me, at least in the pregame, is the only senior on the roster.
The only senior on the roster, yeah. Only senior on the roster. Riley, the other captain, she's a junior, is great leadership with a lot of youth, and that's why I think Case is going to go and have such a great season.
And I agree with you there. Fitzgerald and Arruda, I'm calling in their names for the last couple of years since I've been broadcasting these games. Avery Rounds to the hole there. She's got 2 points. It's 3-2 in favor of Case as we have 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Betancourt, wide open 3. She's going to take it. No good. Rebound controlled by the Bengals. That's going to be Emma Medeiros now taking it over. It takes me a bit to one of the names of the players of the other team, but I got it. This is going to be Rounds, guarded by Betancourt. She's going to dish it underneath the basket, but it's controlled instead by Jamie Monis for Case. That's a great pass, and Fitzgerald couldn't quite get a grip on that and out of bounds.
That was a good effort.
Might have been a little bit too much on that. So Case had a chance at some breakaway points. By the way, I do want to point this out, but if you are tuning into us live on the Swansea Cable Access Facebook page, we welcome you, and we are glad that you decide to join us for this fine game. Brooke Horton with the steal. To the rim she goes. Case has 4 points, and freshman Brooke Horton has scored all of them so far. That was a great steal on that breakaway.
That's just great defense. Brooke has a high basketball IQ. That's really just smart reading that play, getting the easy 2 points.
And it was, and that breakaway put Case in the lead. It's currently 4-3. Diamond making a move inside, and a travel going to be called there on Mendes. Original starter still in there for both teams. No substitutions yet. Betancourt going to bring this over the half-court bar. Passes over to Fitzgerald. Back to Betancourt. Like Diamond going the man-to-man defense right now. And a travel going to be called there on Moniz.
Yeah, Mona's playing with that injured right wrist. Maybe.
Oh, I can see a little bit of tape there on her.
Yeah, a little bit of tape. I don't know if her minutes will be limited. See what Coach Dave Silva wants to do.
Well, obviously, if she's still out there starting, then it hasn't hindered her too much. But not sure what the extent of that injury is. Maybe we can find that out at some point. But that was a good observation there. Diamond quickly passing the ball around. That was Perez, and I think she was looking inside there for number 13, 80 Kodega, but it didn't quite get to her. To the rim again goes Horton, but no good. Diamond with a rebound. And Medeiros going to bring this over to Rounds. And looking inside for Mendes, gets it to her after it was kind of tipped away. Perez to the hole, and she's fouled. So Hannah Perez going to be at the line for 2 free throws. The foul will be on number 10, Jamie Moniz, her first, the team's second. Diamond hasn't committed any fouls yet. Here's the first free throw, and it is around the rim, and no good. Second free throw upcoming here for Perez. And around the rim, and no good. That's tipped around and controlled in the corner by Amber Arruda, the lone senior, as we said before, on the Case roster. Betancourt going to give it to the corner and tipped around and blocked. That was Jamie Moniz on the feed there from Brooke Orton, and Case will retain possession of this ball. That was out of bounds off of Diamond. Orton will try to get it in, and underneath looking for Arruda, and a jump ball call. That was a good call. And the possession arrow is going to go to Diamond. Brown's going to bring this over. A nice pick there from Kodega. Screen there. She's going to drive, now passes it out to Rounds. Fakes it, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Arruda. She's going to quickly get it over to Moniz. This is going to be Fitzgerald now, and a foul going to be called there on Hannah Perez, a reaching foul. And that is not a shooting foul, so they'll get the ball on the floor. Sub coming in, number 5, Abby Sorois is in for Case. And number 2, Victoria Betancourt comes out. That's the first foul committed by Diamond. Orton going to try to get this in, up to Sorois recently into the game. Over to Fitzgerald, inside to Arruda. She's going to drive, and she's fouled and around the rim. So Amber will get 2 free throws out of this. Foul is going to be on Mendes for the Bengals. Her first and the team's second. And the first free throw is no good. A substitute coming in for the Bengals. Number 4, Hannah Martin is in. And number 13, Annie Kodega comes out. Second free throw from Arruda is around and in. That's her first points of the night. 5-3 in favor of Case currently. Round's going to be well guarded here by Fitzgerald. The inside gets it to her. Now this is over to Martin, recently into the game. Back to Medeiros at the top of the key, guarded by Sorois, looking for Martin inside, and good defense there. It's going to stay at Diamond. Diamond ball.
That was a good clean block there by Orton.
Martin kind of fell to the ground, like it might have been a foul, but it wasn't called. The referee was right there anyway. The three-pointer is no good. Rebounded here by Monas to the lane. She goes foul, and it counts. Jamie Monas with her first 2 points of the night.
Really good take there by Jamie. Got the foul. She'll have a chance for the 3-point play.
Foul was on Avery Rounds. Getting some pointers from her coach right now, Shane Doyle. And the free throw, got a generous roll. As long as the ball goes in the rim, it doesn't really matter how. It's 8-3 in favor of Case.
In basketball, you take points when you can get them.
Absolutely, and that certainly counts. Rounds, a good pick play there again by Mendes. Round looking for Medeiros, and it's tipped away, controlled by Sorois to the rim, and she missed the layup, unfortunately. Ball is still tipped around and controlled again by Sorois. She got her own rebound, tipped back to her after that pass was deflected away, and a blocking foul going to be called.
I got there a little late. And Sorois going to have to pick up, going to have the chance rather to pick up 2 points at the line.
Fouls on Mendes, her second, team's fourth. I feel like 3 minutes ago I said Diamond didn't have any fouls. I know they have 4.
Yeah.
It's just very sudden.
That's very true.
Number 40, Jenna Medeiros is in the game for the Bengals. The second free throw was also no good, so Sorois unfortunately missed them both there. Martin going to come the other way, lost it, got it back. Over to Rounds, over to the corner. Going to be a 3-pointer if it goes, no good. That was from Perez. Rebound goes to Fitzgerald. He's going to be well guarded by Perez. Fitzgerald over to Modis at the corner. That's Sorois. Her foot was on the line, no good anyway. Rebounded by Martin. Minute and 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lost the handle. I'm not sure what happened there. Harris ended up with the ball back. They're going to be double teamed. A trap being utilized. That backcourt trap, you probably know this from basketball strategies, is very risky. Because if you break it, it's pretty much an easy basket.
Yeah. It's when committed well, it's effective and it's going to work. But if you don't commit it well, it's like you said, it's a disaster. It's not going to be so well.
That one just happened to end with a foul on Brooke Orton, which is her first foul. That's 3 for Case, and an offensive foul. Actually, a foul going to be called. I thought it was offensive. No, it's actually going to be on Sorois for a reach. Amber Arruda is going to come out. Number 30, Olivia Silva, another freshman into the game for Case. So Case out there with 3 freshmen right now. Ball comes in quickly to Round. I don't think she was expecting it. And another foul on Case. That was 2 fouls in about 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
Yeah, and then 3 fouls really in about 10 seconds from the inbounds pass before. That was on Fitzgerald, so suddenly Case has 5 fouls. Once you hit 7 fouls, you get the bonus.
And the bonus. So they're going to be careful. They got to be careful.
And foot was on the line. That was Perez. And another sub coming in. That's number 2. Betancourt back in. Fitzgerald comes out for a rest.
Fitzgerald also had foul trouble, so that could. Coach Silva may want to sit her for a little bit.
Right. Whenever you pick up 2 fouls in the first quarter, that's usually not too good if that pass is airmail. Looking for Sorois there off of the padding.
Especially somebody like Fitzgerald, somebody that you value to this team.
Right. And
one of the leaders.
Fitzgerald, because I've been doing games for a couple of years now as the play-by. Fitzgerald has been a starter since she was a freshman.
Yeah.
Excellent outside shooter, so you definitely want to keep her in this game. Under a minute to go here. Still 8-3 as that ball is out of bounds off of Sorois. Been a while since Diamond has scored here, a couple minutes. Perez going to try to get this in for the Bengals, and it's just right to Abby Sorois. That was great defense. Abby just plucked that right out of the air. This is Jamie Monas, and she lost the handle. And now it's a stolen, it's a pickpocket move there from number 30. That was Silva. Betancourt going to shoot it. No good. Rebounded by Monas. No good there either. And the rebound goes to Hannah Perez coming the other way. Now with the Bengals, 30 seconds to go here. They cannot hold this for the final shot. There's going to be a little bit of time in between, but they can still bring it down quite a bit if they so choose to. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're just going to go for it. That's a 3-pointer, and no good. Bouncing around, and it's bounced around again. Now they can control it if they really want to hold it for the final shot, and they're not going to, and the shot is no good. And goes another offensive rebound. That's a couple of really good offensive rebounds from the Bengals there. And a jump ball goes to the Cardinals. They have 7.4 seconds. And the clock
hold it to the last shot.
It looks like they're certainly going to. Mona is going to put it up, no good. and gets the rebound. Quick pass over. That would have gone if it had. That would have counted if it had gone in, but it didn't. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 8-3 in favor of Case. Through one quarter, Amber Aruda has won. The music is always really catchy. You have to get used to this, by the way, whatever they're blaring right now.
Yeah, a lot of the music, too, that they pick, it gets the players in a good mood. Because being an athlete, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, even hockey, right? One thing athletes always like is just a good beat, a good piece of music to get them in that good mood. And I think that's been working for Case so far.
And I'm certain, I don't know what they listened to really in the pregame. They had the music on. I didn't pay much attention to it because I was doing things with you. But whatever it is, they currently have a 5-point lead. Just a quick point breakdown so far. Amber Aruda has the one free throw. That's it for her. Jamie Muniz has 3 points and Brooke Gorton has 4. Avery Rounds has 2 points and Emma Medeiros has 1. So we're throwing at this point what the records are for each team. Would you like to take over that? Would you like to say that right now? Because I know you know them. The records for both teams?
The records for those, yes. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Case is 1-0.
Yep.
They played Monday against New Bedford Folk, away. They won that game 60-40.
Good win.
I was able to talk to some team members. Amber Aruda pulled down 15 rebounds, and that's just incredible.
That's what she does best. She's tall and
she's
brings
that
them right
tall.
down.
She's that rebounder. It really doesn't matter if it's high school, college, the pros. You can pull down 15 rebounds a game. That's pretty good. Brooke Orton had 24 points and 8 assists, which kickball violation would be called there.
For a freshman too. That was her first ever varsity game too.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. So.
That's absolutely
This is the first ever varsity home game for some of these freshmen, but they already played at Voc once.
Yeah. One of the bench players, she's yet to come in the game, Annie Zhang, number 23. She plays on both JV and varsity.
Yes, she was out there for JV before. Sorry, just interrupt you. That was Emma Medeiros for the first basket for the Bengals in a while. 8-5. Anyway, keep on going. You're doing great.
Thank you. I want to see what Riley Fitzgerald does in this game. I was talking about her earlier. She had a great game against Voc. She could really shoot the ball well. I think once she gets out of that foul trouble, I think she's going to have a great game. Jamie Muniz had 8 points, which again for a freshman, that's pretty good. She also played some good defense, put up a lot of good shot contests. There's the foul called there.
That's on Codega's going to go to the line there. The foul's going to be on Silva. You have to keep in mind, given this is the second game of the year, it's only December 19th.
Yeah.
A little bit of rust going on from some of these players.
Absolutely, yeah.
They've been practicing since December 2nd. That was the first game back from. Oh, sorry. I don't like talking when they're shooting free throws. It just gets so silent in here. So I'll just wait till after her second free throw to make this commentary. It's currently 8-6. And that one is no good. It looks like a lane violation was called there on Case.
I believe that was Abby Savoyce. She got her foot over the line a little too early.
Well, it's just eerie how quiet it gets when there's a free throw going on. I don't want to say anything.
No, I hear you.
Anyway, as I was saying, they've been practicing since December 2nd because Thanksgiving was a little late this year.
Yeah.
So that was the first day back. So it's only been about a little over 2 weeks since they've really been practicing and shooting. So a little bit of rust early in the year, which is normal.
Yeah, like you said, that is to be expected. But a lot of these players, they play year-round. They're in their driveway. They're shooting hoops.
They certainly do.
One thing that the kids in Swansea like to do, some of my friends, they could spend an easy 3 to 4 hours after school at the YMCA.
Yep.
Whether that be training, as foul call on Diamond, whether that be training, even just playing basketball. Some of them have personal trainers, whether it's for AAU.
So it may be their first game for Case, but which is a little bit of rust in that regard anyway, playing at this gym. But you're right, some of them do play year-round. We have the YMCA, which opened a couple years ago, which is certainly useful. But even so, you can't expect a whole lot out of the very first game of the year.
Yeah.
Soroy's going to get that rebound and puts it in.
Good finish there by Soroyce.
Abby Soroyce, her first 2 points in the game. It's 10-6. Favor of Case. We have about 6 minutes to go. Almost a backcourt violation. That pass went right to Victoria Bettencourt. And she is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Avery Rounds, her second, the team's 6. So the next foul that Diamond commits is going to put Case into the bonus, which if you're not familiar with the bonus, if you're fouled in the bonus, you get one free throw. If you make it, you get a second one. If you miss it, you lose it. Once you get to 10 fouls, you automatically get 2 free throws for the rest of the half. Three-pointer, no good. I'm not sure if either team has hit a three-pointer yet this game. I don't remember.
No, not yet.
No.
Not yet. And Case can, which is really interesting, because Case can shoot the three ball, and they can shoot it really well. But Diamond's been playing a lot of good perimeter D. They've been closing out the three-point shot, which at something at halftime, Case is probably going to want to adjust to.
Case is really good at that three-point shot, at least over the last couple of years. Aruda tried to put that in. No good. Looks like it's partially blocked. Gets the rebound, but stolen. Right to Emma Badiris, number 10. I forgot to point this out before, but Riley's sister, number 34, Morgan Fitzgerald, also a freshman, is currently in the game right now. So he's utilizing pretty much every freshman on the roster has played. Almost all. Excuse me. Riley McDonald has not played. Almost every freshman on the roster has played so far. A lot of good passing for the Bengals going on. This is going to be Badiris in the corner, and it looks like she was on the line, so that's going to be a turnover. Number 10, JB Moniz comes in. Brooke Horton going to take a rest. She comes out. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. So the 10-6 lead for Case. Fitzgerald gives it to Betancourt, inside to Aruda. Quick passing going on. This is going to be Moniz to Betancourt on the top. Back to Aruda. She has Fitzgerald open at the top, but out of bounds into the Diamond bench, and that's going to be a turnover. So the Bengals will get it over in front of their own bench. Round's going to bring that over, guarded by Betancourt. Good dribbling. And that knocked out of bounds. That was going for Emma Medeiros. So good defense from Case. Kodega has 1 point on the night. She is going to get that in. 2 rounds.
Good defense by Betancourt.
Excellent defense. You're absolutely right. And that was tipped around. I don't know who came up with that ball under the rim. I didn't see it, but Diamond ends up with it near the half-court mark. Medeiros is going to double dribble with it. That's going to be called by the official. And Case will get this in front of their own bench. It's going to go into Betancourt. Point guard duties. We'll take it over the half-court mark to Fitzgerald. She's got an open look at a 3, no good. And didn't look like that hit anything, but Diamond has no one over there to get the ball. Now they finally do. Rounds going to get that into Medeiros and back to Rounds. Looking underneath for Medeiros, but airmailed that over her head, so that's going to be a turnover going right back to Case.
I do want to talk about Avery Rounds. Avery Rounds, she's a really interesting story. She's originally from Westport, Massachusetts.
Yep.
And if she plays a Diamond, because if you don't know, Diamond's in Fall River.
Correct.
And Diamond
is a
regional vocational high school. So with Diamond, kids that live in Somerset, Swansea, Fall River, Westport, and I believe Seekonk have the opportunity to go to Diamond. And before Avery transferred to Diamond, she's a freshman. She's in 9th grade. Westport High School is 7th through 12th grade.
Correct.
So Avery was an 8th grader starting on varsity.
Morgan Fitzgerald.
It's really incredible. As Diamond calls a timeout.
I want to say that you've done your research, because that story is, I could verify it.
That's incredible.
100% true.
Yeah.
Because we, last year, we broadcast the game. It was Case versus Westport High School. And as you said, Westport High School is a junior high school, which is 7th through 12th. Therefore, 8th graders could start in the varsity team. And I remember this day because she played a heck of a game. Avery Rounds was on the Westport High School team last year as an 8th grader. Now on the Diamond team.
That's even more incredible.
And that was one of the best games I've ever seen. If watching these, you might remember the game from last year. I don't remember the final score. It was very high scoring, incredible outside shooting. She was one of them. So when I saw her name on this roster, I remember that name from last year. And Brady, I can really tell that you've done your research, because that story is 100% true. So you have done a great job before your first game of looking this up. I'm very impressed, I must say. I know you want to get into a career with this, and you're up to a fantastic start here. tonight's game between Case and Diman. It's currently 14-6 in favor of Case, who's threading. Did you just get closer to listen to what their huddle is?
I want you to listen to what
You just
Coach
took a step forward listening to what they were saying in the huddle.
Here's why. Because they're down by 8. And this team is talented, and they really shouldn't be down by 8 points. And one thing, I couldn't really listen to much, but what Coach Doyman was just emphasizing was fundamentals.
Right, that's a common thing to.
And that is a common thing.
Okay, we only have one camera, so it wasn't on us here. But this is worth emphasizing, and I just want to say this: if you don't know where we sit on the very top row of the bleachers, to the left of the scores table. Currently, we're behind the visiting team. When we do boys games, it's behind the home team. I'm not sure why they switched, but. So we're sitting at the very top row, and they had the huddle for the timeout, and Brady just literally took one step down the next step and put his ear towards the huddle to get a little bit of inside information. That is very clever, I must say. I mean, there's nothing bad wrong with doing that, but you certainly were. That story was worth sharing, and you can back me up on that. So that was certainly something.
He was just emphasizing fundamentals, and I would emphasize that because they've really lost some of the fundamentals. You know, they're dribbling into double teams, they're dribbling into traffic, and there's been times where they've had people wide open on the perimeter, especially like Avery. There have been times, Avery Rounds, which we mentioned earlier, she was open on the perimeter, she had a wide open 3, and they dribbled into traffic, and they've missed the shots.
And Morton gonna get that out and kind of threw it away. You're absolutely right about your observations. Worth pointing out that we have under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and if you look at Diman's, let's say this when they get the ball in bounds, but they've only made 2 baskets, and they have 2 free throws, so that's what their 6 points have come from. So certainly, as you were saying, Coach Doyle was saying in the huddle, on the lack of fundamental, that was great defense there from Soroyce, and a jump ball going to be called, and that's going to go towards the Cardinals. And number 10, Jamie Mona is going to get that in. The decent crowd on hand for this game. You can see a smattering of people around us. We have some people in the bleachers on the far right. I can't really see, but there's a few people in there as well. Aruda going to give that out to Soroyce. She's going to put it up and around the rim. No good. Tipped around underneath. Soroyce going to get her own rebound. Oh, that was a great steal by Avery Rounds. She just took that right out of the air. Puts it up and she's fouled. And it's going to count.
That's a great take by Rounds. Great job drawing the foul. She'll have the chance for one more.
The pass was intended for Orton, and Rounds just stole it. Foul was on Jamie Moniz, her second, the team's 7th.
This basket could be need with this.
Rounds no good on the free throw. Worth pointing out, too, that has put Diman into the bonus for the rest of the half, and a jump ball possession error goes to Diman. If you don't know that rule, by the way, there's a tip-off to start the game, and then that's the only tip for the rest of the game, so it then just alternates possession whenever there's a jump ball. So Diman got it this time. Next time there's a jump ball, Case will get it. Rounds outside, 3, it's good.
That's a big basket for Diman.
That is, that puts them right back in it. 14-11. Oh, it's a travel on Fitzgerald. I saw that from up here. A couple subs coming in. Riley Fitzgerald going to come in for her sister. I presume they're sisters.
They are sisters. They're separated by 2 years.
2 years, yeah. I wasn't
really
so sure
close.
about that. They're both very good at basketball.
Yes, I was going to say, they share that amazing talent at basketball.
Great save by Diman, but fortunately it went to Case.
Risky pass.
Riley Fitzgerald underneath, no good, rolls around. Amber Aruda, no good again, gets her own rebound yet again, no good. She missed it a couple times. It's still 14-11, as Madeira's going to bring this over the half-court mark. And I'm not sure who that pass did, a little bit of miscommunication, but Rounds ends up controlling it. And a travel called on Rounds. I did see that from up here. She walked with her pivot foot, can't do that. Minute and 26 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's 14-11. Still in favor of Case. I believe Diman was off to a 1-0 lead early, and then Case has been in the lead since then. Fitzgerald wide open 3. Does not get the roll. Case still has yet to hit a 3-pointer, I believe. I don't think they've hit one yet.
No, that last 3-pointer hit by Rounds. It's the only 3 that's been hit in this game.
For either team yet. So a turnover there for Turnover went out of bounds, so Diman will take Rounds. Might have got away with a travel. To Mendes, guarded by Aruda underneath for Rounds, and nothing was banged her head on something. I don't think it was an intentional. I think intentional. Riley Fitzgerald. It's her first bucket of the game at 16-11. Nobody getting the inbounds pass for Diman. And they finally get it in. That's Rounds is going to end up with it. She came out briefly earlier in the quarter, but I think that's it for the game. She's played every other minute. Well, that was a nothing but net shot there for Emma Madeira. She's got 5 points. Medeiros and Rounds have combined for 12 of Diman's 13 points. Amy Codega has the other one. Fitzgerald for 3. Bang! As soon as I say there's been no three-pointers, suddenly there's a couple of them. It's 19-13 in favor of Case. Diman may hold this for the final shot. Unless they get a good look at something before. Codega had it, lost it, barely, almost got a backcourt violation, but she saved it. Cutting inside, that's Medeiros to the hole, in it goes. Emma Medeiros, Case has 5 seconds. They gotta hurry, 4 seconds. Bencourt's gonna try and shoot it. She gets it up. Sorois for 3 at the end of the half. Off the back of the rim and no good. So that's gonna do it at the end of the first half here from the Paul Monahan Gymnasium. The score is 19-15 in favor of Case. Do a quick point breakdown, then we'll take a break. Amber Ruda has 3 points. Abby Sorois has 2. Jamie Moniz with 3. Brooke Orton with 4. Riley Fitzgerald with 5. And Morgan Fitzgerald has 2. For Diman, Avery Rounds has 7 points. And so does Emma Medeiros, and Annie Codega rounds it off with 1, giving them a total of 15. So we are going to take a quick break for halftime, and Brady and I will be back to bring you second half action. Welcome back to the start of the second half from the Paul Monahan Gymnasium in tonight's game between the JCHS High School Cardinals and the visiting Bengals from Diman High School. This is Tyler Clark, Swansea Cable Access Channel 9. If you're still watching us on the Swansea Cable Access Facebook page, we welcome you back as well. Alongside me, still in his first game ever, Brady Kudo. How do you get the nerves out of your way? What do you think? I mean, as you were talking about this here, it's nonstop action as you're realizing here, and you're doing a fantastic job so far. The amount of prep work that you have done ahead of this and really during the game is quite impressive.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I want to point that out right now too. I have another comment for you. That is the 3rd foul on Avery Rounds for Diman.
That's something
that could be big for them later on.
Coach Doyle, he's gonna watch because Avery's one of their best players.
Correct.
She's probably the youngest player.
As a starter,
yes. As the starter, definitely. And she's one of the best. So that's something that they definitely got to watch.
That was Mendes, her first basket of the game, and she just went right to the rim there. You did have an injury update for us on Jamie Moniz.
Yes, I talked to Jamie, and I actually talked to her mother, Martha Moniz. Jamie has gangliositis, I think that's how you pronounce it, in her wrist. It's fluid in her wrist, and it shouldn't be there. So she said she feels fine. Her minutes will not be limited. And she's playing a great game. She's playing, like, if she didn't have that tape, I would have never guessed it.
She has three points, but she's played pretty much the whole game as Rounds goes to the hole. It was Rounds, okay.
She has those 3 points, but she's played amazing defense. She had some really good shot contests.
The tape in the wrist is more of just a precautionary thing.
Yeah, just a precautionary thing. Make sure nothing happens.
That foul's going to be on Hannah Perez. That's her 3rd. It'll be a shooting foul to bring Brooke Orton to the line for a couple of free throws here.
Brooke Orton at the line for the Cardinals will shoot 2.
It's almost eerie. I have people around me commenting on it. Just like the ball just echoes in the whole gym. It's been like that for a couple of years. I don't know why. It's just so eerily quiet, but
Kind of a sign of
sign it. Sure, you're right. But I mean, it worked there for Orton as she made both of the free throws. That might be, I mean, we don't keep track of this, but that might be the first time that the players made both free throws.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I mean, there's been 0 made, but often it's just 1 is made. So it preserves Case lead 23-19. Fitzgerald for 3. Almost out of nowhere, she has 8 points in this game.
Riley Fitzgerald, she's got that green light.
She does, and a steal there for Case as that ball was thrown away by Diamond. Betancourt underneath to Fitzgerald. Adding to her repertoire tonight, she's got 10 points. It's out of nowhere, really. It's a 9-point lead for Case. That changed very quickly, and a foul going to be called there on Brooke Orton. That's her second, and the team's first of the half.
Her second. Team's first.
As I said before, Case has a 1-0 record on the year, and the Bengals come in with an 0-2 record with losses to Bishop Connolly and Westport so far this season. Case beat New Bedford Voc on Monday night. And that's like a foul called on the Bengals. Interesting enough, there are 3 players on Diamond that have 3 fouls apiece, and nobody else has committed a foul.
That is interesting.
That is, they have 3 players, Perez, Rounds, and Mendes, that have 3 fouls of each, and not another player on the team has committed a foul, and a jump ball called there. And possession arrow will go to Diamond. Case, no one is really in foul trouble in Case. They have 3 players with 2 fouls, but fortunately the 3 players on Diamond that have fouls are all starters.
That's something you're going to be careful.
One of them is Rounds. He really needs to be careful because I'm not sure the Diamond offense will be if she comes out. And a steal there by Moda. She gets it up to Aruda. Quick pass to Betancourt. Underneath and block. Whoa, what a great block that was by Emma Medeiros underneath for Diamond. And a foul on Fitzgerald.
33, Riley Fitzgerald, her third.
Riley's going to be careful. That's her 3rd foul.
Yeah.
Looks like she's going to stay out there for now. I mean, 3 fouls in the second half is not uncommon. Once you get to 4 is when you really got to be careful.
Especially somebody like Fitzgerald. She's got 10 points. So they really value her. So
5 fouls and you're out, and a travel called there on Codega. Turnover. Case will quickly get this going the other way. Betancourt, lost the handle there. That's a palming call there. I saw that from up here. Can't do that with the ball, unfortunately.
I think one thing that Case has been really doing well is that they've been pushing the tempo.
Correct.
They've been playing that fast-paced game, which
Diamond throws that away.
I like, personally. I like the fast-paced, the up-tempo, and then here's the best part. They've been doing it with control. Because if you play fast-paced and you don't have control, you're going to get called for offensive fouls, you're not going to make shots, and you're going to be a mess. So they've been playing with control.
Nice block there from
up-tempo.
Diamond.
And
oh, wow! That was not intentional at all, but that was a
Jump ball.
big hit.
Possession Cardinals.
everyone had the same reaction as that. I mean, they both hit the ground rather hard.
Yeah, like I was saying, Diamond hasn't been able to catch up.
No, they haven't had the lead since very early in the game. And Case will try to get this in. That was a jump ball, by the way, on that. That's the Fitzgerald for 3. No good, just slightly off the mark. Rebound, and in it goes Jamie Moniz with 5 points. It's an 11-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for Case.
Another thing they've been doing well is getting those second chance points. If you don't know what that means, it means you get the offensive rebound, you put it back up, you score. That's something that you don't take for granted in basketball.
You miss the original shot, and then you get it back. And
that's what Case has done so well.
Travel called on Orton there for Case, so Diamond will get this in on the far side. And the ball does go into Diamond. This is Mendes over to Hannah Perez to Medeiros. Well guarded, good defense from Case. Rounds with it. She's probably the most dangerous outside shooter the Bengals have. To Medeiros, that's a 2-pointer, and out it goes, and it's going to be another jump ball. There's been a lot of jump balls this game. And that possession arrow is going to go to Diamond this time around. 3:47 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's 30-19. This is going to be Hannah Martin into the game, and she lost it out of bounds. And after that turnover, Case will bring this in. Is Betancourt going to give it over the half-court mark? Betancourt underneath, 2, that's in it goes. Brooke Orton, she's got 8 points. 32-19 right now. Rounds, he's a great dribbler too, over to Perez. Mendes underneath to Medina, foul on Aruda. Surprisingly, that's Amber's first foul.
It is Amber's first foul. And
Cardinal foul number 4.
that's something that, excuse me, something that somebody like Amber, you got to have them on their basketball team because they can rebound and they're not going to foul a lot, which that shows the discipline and the experience that Amber has with this team. And that was a good foul. And that sounds a little crazy, those of you who don't know basketball. That was a good foul because that's a chance, especially with, I think that's Emma Medeiros. She's been
8 points.
She's been driving. She has the 8 points, you said?
8 points from Medeiros.
8 points. Stop that, and then get the 2 free throws. And Diamond has not shot well at the free throw line.
No, not at all. Betancourt, no good.
And especially with that being Aruda's first foul, that was smart.
It was. I agree with you. That was a smart foul to try to get them to shoot. He can't do it absolutely intentionally. Out of bounds off of Diamond. Casey will try again. Trying to suppress a cough there, but it had to come out. Betancourt thought about it, gonna drive it in, puts it up, in and out, no good.
That was a good take by Betancourt.
She surprisingly hasn't scored yet, but she's had a couple of good looks. A little too much spin on that. Brown's gonna bring that over the half-court mark. Over to Medeiros, guarded by Fitzgerald. Medeiros gonna drive with it now in the corner. Passes it inside, looking for Perez. And out of bounds off of Perez, so Case will take over in the far corner. Fitzgerald gets that into Betancourt. It's still 32-20. A 12-point lead currently for the Lady Cardinals. Fitzgerald back to Betancourt. Passes out to the corner to Moniz. That's to Fitzgerald. She has an open look. She's got to take it and in and out. She might have got a hand in her face right at the very end and knocked out of bounds, I believe, off of Case. So Diamond will take over in front of their bench. Perez looking to get this in, and she does so up to Mendes. Looking, it was stolen right out of the air by Moniz. Great defense, like you said. Fitzgerald going for the other way. That was number 32. Orton, no good. Rebound by Aruda. Amber's got 7 points. It's a 14-point lead now for Case. Slowly been pulling away here in this half. Goes over to Rounds, looking, tipped away right to Amber Aruda. Back up to Brooke Orton. Orton lost it. That's good defense from Round. Fitzgerald open look at a 3. No good off the back of the rim. It's rebounded by Moniz and didn't tip around the rim. She gets a rebound again and a jump ball finally called.
Jump ball, possession Cardinals.
Possession will stay with Case this time around. A couple subs coming in for both teams. Jenna Medeiros is in for Diamond. Sorois and Morgan Fitzgerald are in for Case. Riley Fitzgerald comes out. Selena Mendes comes out for Diamond. Sorois looking for Moniz. She gets it to her, puts it up. No good. That would have been partially tipped. And on the ground, a foul going to be called on Case there. Like Moniz went.
Cardinal foul number 10, Jamie Moniz.
Moniz, that's her third. Looked over the back on that.
Team 4.
It's the third foul on Moniz this game.
JCHS back in for Diamond.
Medeiros is going to come out, and looks like Kodega comes back in for Diamond. Rounds to Perez. Tipped around in the air, controlled by Perez there on the sideline. Tipped in, and foot was on the line when she chipped that in. Unfortunately, that is a turnover. And Morgan Fitzgerald going to take over the duties here for Case. Back to Fitzgerald after a couple quick passes. That's up to Orton. She's going to put up a 3 and got it! Here's a surprising stat for you probably weren't expecting. Brooke Orton leads all scorers in this game. She has 11 points.
Yeah,
She's very quietly had a great night.
Yeah, and that's something that's probably the strongest aspect of Brooke's game is shooting the basketball, whether it be from 3-point or the mid-range, and she's shown that tonight. She hasn't missed a lot of shots.
And she's really had a She had a great game. She had a great game in the Monday game against both.
Riley McDonald checks into the game.
37-20. Like I said, Case is slowly pulled away here in this half. Ball's tipped around. Avery Round's going to control it. She's certainly the MVP so far in this game for the Bengals. And that's out of bounds off of Fitzgerald. That ball was given to the wrong official there, and finally the correct one gets it. Perez going to try to get it in, and she does. He's looking for Hannah Martin, and it's going to be tipped behind.
Good defense by Morgan.
Yeah, certainly. And a travel on Jenna Madeira. She knew it immediately. 43 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Fitzgerald gives it to Moniz, looking inside now to number 13 for Case, in and around. Riley McDonald just recently into the game with their first basket. It's 39-20. 22 seconds remaining here in the third quarter as Case has really separated themselves from the Bengals here in this quarter. 10 seconds, Rounds. This is great defense from Fitzgerald. She's looking inside for Perez. Ball is on the ground, tipped around. That's going to be a jump ball again.
Jump ball. Possession Cardinals.
Possession goes to Case. 3.8 seconds to go here in the quarter. And Case may try to get like a last heave off here. They're going to do something. McDonald has to gives it over to Fitzgerald, and that almost went in. I didn't think they were going to get it off, and they did. It is 39-20. Case currently with the lead over Diamond. Probably goes without saying, Brady, but that was an excellent quarter from the Lady Cardinals there.
That was an excellent quarter. Shooting the ball well, taking good takes at the rim. Offensive rebounding was astounding. And the defense. The defense, that's been the biggest key to their game.
Well, you mentioned the defense. I mean, the score at halftime, the score is 19-15. So the Case defense only surrendered 5 points in that whole quarter, and that was fairly early on too. I mean, they've been stuck at 20 points for a while now.
They've improved, and like we've been saying earlier, they haven't been shooting the ball well from three. They really haven't needed to, because they're driving to the baseline and they're taking good looks from inside. So they're picking up that aspect of the game when they're losing another one. So it's just been a really good game from Case.
Case's outside shooting has certainly improved.
It's improved.
Fitzgerald has knocked down a couple of three-pointers here in this half to get her to 10 points. And Orton hit one as well. Brooke Orton has 11 points for Case, so she leads all scores. Riley Fitzgerald not far behind with 10 points. For the Bengals, Avery Rounds has 9. I don't think she scored in that quarter. I don't remember seeing her name.
She did not score in that quarter. Which they were playing tight defense on her.
Right.
So
halftime adjustments. I mean, you go up there, you look at what you've come up with for the data so far, and Coach Dave Silva has really come up with that for Case. And that inbounds pass was saved by Rounds. That was a heck of an effort from her. But Fitzgerald to Fitzgerald. Look at that teamwork. Morgan Fitzgerald right away. Case has now doubled up Diamond. It's 41-20. Double up and then added a point for good measure. But this great defense has really just held Diamond in check here, especially that mid-court press that Case is going with here. Rounds to Hannah Martin. She's going to put it up and around the rim. No good. Rebounded. Blocked by McDonald. That was great defense there for Riley. And Rounds going to take a look at a three. Knocks it down.
Avery Rounds for three.
Avery Rounds, you weren't going to hold her in check for too long. She finally hits a three-pointer. 41-23 is the score. Fitzgerald looking to drive. She gives it over to Fitzgerald. That's easy enough to say. Fitzgerald to Fitzgerald. Two of the 5 players out there have the same last name. McDonald going to be double teamed on the baseline by the Bengals, and that's going to, no, not a jump ball. It's actually going to be knocked around and controlled by Diamond. Medeiros, that's excellent defense there from Mona. She's really trying to get to that ball. Rounds looking over for Perez and out of bounds off of Soroy. So good defense from Abby, and the Bengals will get this in front of their own bench. Hannah Perez is going to do just that, and she's looking and tipped away by Soroy, and I think that's going to be a foul. It is going to be a foul on Abby Soroyce. A little bit of a push there on Martin.
Number 5, Abby Soroyce, her second, team 5th.
And Hannah Perez going to get this in for Diamond. And she finally does so to Mendes. Looking for Martin, but tipped around and stolen by Soroyce. Soroyce going to try to bring it to the hole, and she puts it in.
Good play from Soroyce. Good steal. It was a really nice athletic steal, and then she had all the time in the world for that finish.
And she's got 4 points now as a result. It's 43-23. Diamond bringing it over. Medeiros going to be guarded by Fitzgerald. Long pass over to Hannah Perez. She's played pretty much the whole game. Surprisingly, she hasn't scored yet, but she has been all over the court. Olivia Silva in the game for Case. Jamie Moniz comes out.
Jamie's played an excellent game.
She certainly has for the Lady Cardinals on both sides of the ball. Perez along the baseline dishes it over to Mendes, and in it goes off the backboard, and a timeout called by Diamond coach Shane Doyle. So the score with 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go is 43-25. You're leading into here a little bit more there. So time to go over just a couple things while we have a break. The Case coach is Dave Silva. I've been the coach for several years. Assistant coaches Julia LaRoche, and Ellie Roberts. Team captains this year are Amber Ruda, the senior. Riley Fitzgerald is the junior captain. Head coach for the Bengals is Shane Doyle. As you know, that they are the Diamond Bengals, located in Fall River. As you said, a regional school. They pull from a couple of different schools around here. We had several students from Swansea schools ended up going to Diamond later on. The superintendent of schools for Case is John Robidoux, principal Brian McCann, assistant principal was Chris Costa, and the athletic director is Anthony Palladino, who I believe is a football coach too.
Yeah, he's the head football coach, and he's also a guidance counselor here at Case High School.
So certainly having his, expanding his role a little bit. So Case will try to get this in. They're in pretty comfortable position right now. They have an 18-point lead with 6 minutes to go. Fitzgerald, long pass up to McDonald, and no good. Right there was Fitzgerald, the other Fitzgerald. To control the rebound, and a foul going to be on Mendes there. That's her 4th.
Diamond foul charge to number 20, Selena Mendes, her 4th personal foul.
Mendes with 4 points and 4 fouls. I was sick right before the Thanksgiving, and I had a cough, and the cough still hasn't left me. It's been almost a month. It's very annoying. You can probably.
I'm like that. Yeah, I'm like that with coughs too. If I get a cold, I'll have the cough, what's like the slack of the cough, if you will, for a little while. Yeah, it's really annoying.
It's just still lingering there. It's an offensive foul there, and Riley Fitzgerald. One more foul, and she's out of there. So. Riley has, I have her as 4, yeah, that's what the scoreboard says the same thing. That foul is going to be on number 34, Morgan Fitzgerald. Her first, the team's 7th. So that's going to put Case in the, Diamond, in the bonus. And they're going to take Riley out. I kind of figured. Brooke Orton comes in. This is a 1-and-1, and we didn't get a chance to really do anything with that in the first half, and the free throw is no good. Had Rounds made that free throw, she would get a second one, but it's kind of a moot point now. It's like this until they get to 10 fouls, and you get 2 automatically no matter what. Silva going to get it into Soroyce. Case will going to push it, and they do. This is going to be wide open to the basket. Brooke Orton. They got 13 points. Quite a game for the freshman in her first game here at the Paul Monahan Gymnasium.
Way to make a statement. Your home opener, freshman starting on varsity.
Certainly, and a foul there. The foul's going to be on Brooke Orton.
Charge to number 32, Brooke Orton, her 3rd.
Her 3rd in the team's 8th. That's going to put Medeiros to the line for, Mendes to the line for 2 free throws regardless. And the first one is good. It's 5 points for Mendes in this game. And around it goes, no good. Rebounded by Rounds. She had a wide open three. I'm surprised she didn't take that. She's pretty good. Second chance, gonna dish it inside instead. And pass goes right to Brooke Orton. So another good defensive showing there for Case. This is gonna be Silva to Fitzgerald. He's gonna drive with it, puts it up. That was blocked, I think. That had to completely change the direction of that ball. And gonna be rebounded, controlled by Diamond. Here comes Hannah Martin, lost it. She stayed in bounds. That was a good tiptoe routine there, but she did keep the ball in bounds. That goes over to Perez. Perez gonna put it up, and a little too hard off the backboard. Rebounded though by Mendes. She's up to 7 points. It's 45-28. Soroy's up to Silva now. Silva over to, that was Orton, and that's out of bounds, blocked by Diamond. A couple subs coming in now for Case. Amber Aruda, Victoria Betancourt are in. McDonald's out. Orton looking inside for Aruda, no good, and rips it away from her, puts it up again.
That's why you never give up on a rebound.
No, and
reasons like that.
Amber Aruda up to 9 points. Very aggressive inside player there for Case. Martin, she gives it over to Perez. To Avery Rounds. Behind the back dribble. And whoa, right through the wickets there for Hannah Martin. And out of bounds off of Diamond. That was smart move by Morton not to try to get that ball. 47-28 the score. Case with a pretty healthy 19-point lead here. 3 minutes, 49 seconds remaining. Silva lost the handle, stolen by Avery Round because of course she stole it. Round to the hole, no good. Now we said this before, but if Rounds was a starter in 8th grade last year and she's this good as a freshman, I mean, she's got a couple of really good years coming here.
Absolutely.
Diamond.
Diamond, if they get some other good pieces besides Rounds, they're going to be certainly a threat in the next couple of years. I mean, we've seen Selena Mendes. She's had a really good game. Hannah Perez. I mean, she has the 3 fouls, but she hasn't scored yet. But she's done other things.
Right, she's definitely put a great game besides that. And Diamond has Hannah Martin, who's a freshman as well. A lot of sequence of events under the basket, but Case did not end up scoring there, so Diamond took over, coming down. About 3 minutes remaining here in the game. Still 47-28 in favor of Case, and that was out of bounds off of Diamond, so Case will take over under the basket.
Emma Medeiros, the sophomore, she's a captain. She's also had a really good game. So those two in the backcourt, that's something.
You don't see that too often. Sophomore captain. I did usually just assume captain.
You got to be really special.
All right, you certainly do. So she must be, and she has shown this game that she's a great player with 8 points. And that was out of bounds off of Diamond, so Case will take over again. 2:52 is all that's left in this game, barring a catastrophic collapse. Looks like Case will be on their way to a 2-0 record. On the ground, another jump ball.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow is going to go to Case this time. Brooke Orton going to try to get it in for the Cardinals. Under the basket, looking for Soroy. She puts it up, no good. Rebound goes into the hands of Diamond. That was Perez going to control that. Emma Medeiros with the ball for the Bengals. She's looking for Martin, but that's going to be stolen by Brooke Orton. To the lane she goes, easy layup. Orton with 15 points. A very impressive game. It is 49-28. Avery Rounds, I don't know how, she just went right around the entire defense. Just cut right to the rim, puts it in.
Amazing play.
That puts 30 points on the board, at least for Diamond, and a foul there. That's going to be on Perez. That's her 4th.
Foul number 2, Hannah Perez, her 4th personal foul. Team's 5th.
Timeout going to be called by Coach Dave Silva. We'll stay right here. They're up by 19 points with 2 minutes remaining in the game, I'm not really sure what there is to talk about or you want to improve
Yeah,
on.
they'll probably want to. He'll probably emphasize icing the clock, not taking any silly shots. And Coach Shane Doyle, I'm wondering what he'll come up with, because you got 2 minutes left. You're down by 19. You're pretty much out of the game, but anything can happen. And I'm sure he'll probably want to use that fast-paced, high-tempo push. Maybe trying to make a late game run.
Right,
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly never know. Stranger things have happened, but
Absolutely.
you're playing the game, you may as well just kind of finish it up. At this point in time right now, Amber Ruda has 9 points for Case, Abby Soroyce has 4, Jamie Moniz with 5, Riley McDonald with 2, Brooke Horton leads all scorers with 15, Riley Fitzgerald has had a great game with 10, and her sister Morgan has 4 points. For Diamond, Avery Rounds leads Diamond scores with 14 points. Emma Badiris has 8. Andy Kodega has the 1 free throw for 1. And Selena Mendes with 7 points, all of them in the second half. So she's had a very strong second half for the Bengals. So minute 59 is all that is left in this game. And well, it looks like kicks going with a stack. Diamond, as you predicted, going to go with the full court press here, but unfortunately, you run the risk of leaving somebody wide open, so that's 17 now for Orton. Case is now over 50 points, it's 51-30. Medeiros with the ball on the top of the key for the Bengals. She gives it over to Rounds. Rounds to the corner to Hannah Martin. Looking inside for Mendes, but kind of throw it away. Looking again, it's another fast break for Case. Brooke Orton to the lane, she goes. 19 points in this game for Brooke Orton.
Great job by Orton getting around the defender. A nice, easy finish.
Minute
At the
20
rim.
is all that's left, just to add some more stats. And Abby Royce just took that right from Andy Kodega's hands. To the corner, that's Brooke Orton in the corner. She's very close to 20 points on the night. Silva, no good with the shot. Right there is Amber Ruda for the rebound, no good. Soroyce went up for that, so did Ruda. She came out with it and just over the head. Brooke Orton there, a little too much zip on that pass. Couple subs coming in for Case.
Jamie Moniz, Riley McDonald.
Jamie Moniz, Riley McDonald, and
Also number 23, Annie Zhang.
Annie Zhang is in. I was looking for the other one. Thank you for pointing that out. Annie Zhang getting her first action in this game. Just under a minute to go. Zhang there on defense on Emma Medeiros. Medeiros to Rounds. Rounds driving with it, now passes it out to Martin. Back to Rounds. She's gonna thought about a 3, did not shoot it, goes instead to Martin. Could not put that up. Medeiros, Kodega, that's inside, that was Mendes. She's got 9 points, 53-32. Case, they might, I don't know, I would be surprised if they try and shoot this. I mean, actually they are gonna shoot it, never mind. I thought they were just gonna dribble the clock out, but Diamond still has one more look at this basket. 5 seconds to go here, that's gonna do it for the game. Round's gonna put it up, no good, it was a little high, and that is gonna do it here from the Paul Monahan Gymnasium. Score 53, and the Bengals 32. Brady, got any last commentary before we sign off here?
Yeah, that was an absolutely great game. Case obviously improving to 2-0.
Yep.
I say, like, the 1 weakness, that was the 3-point shooting. But other than that, they covered that with their great driving at the rim and the baseline shots as well. Diamond goes to 0-3. And, I mean, honestly, besides from Avery Rounds, there's a lot they got to improve. But like you said earlier, it's early in the season.
Right, and I think both teams will improving and a little better for
definitely going to improve.
Well, that's going to do it here from the Paul Monahan Gymnasium. This is Tyler Clark, Swansea Cable Access Channel 9, alongside Brady Kudo, saying goodnight. If you join us in Facebook Live, we really do appreciate it, and we will see you next time.